Part 2. You'll hear a radio talk given by a photographer. For questions 9 to 16, complete the sentences. Listen very carefully as you'll hear the recording once only. You now have 45 seconds in which to look at Part 2.
It's a task that usually takes only a fraction of a second, yet the results of taking just one photograph can be magical. Ian Hassan is lucky enough to earn a living taking pictures, but for many of us it's just a hobby that we'd like to be better at. Here's Ian with a few useful tips.
If you're like most of the amateur photographers that I come across, then it isn't pictures of famous celebrities that you're interested in, but rather pictures of familiar faces or places that induce groans of "oh no" when you show them off. And you want to put these familiar scenes in an album with a little pen note beneath each one, because these days photography has taken over from written diaries, and the idea of capturing moments in time has become pictorial. Our photo albums have become a kind of diary for us. Unfortunately, it isn't as simple as take a shot, put it in the album. What many people don't realise is that whatever your focus is, people or scenery or whatever, you've got to be prepared to use up lots of film. You won't get a great shot the first time. When you get all your films back from being developed, then it's important to throw away the ones that aren't any good. If you put everything in an album, the bad ones really do detract from the better ones. You've got to get rid of them. Then you can show off the prize shots. How do you get these? Well, the advice itself can be pretty straightforward. If you're trying to do landscapes, for example, then I think you should try a variety of positions. Get down on your knees or stand on a rock or something. Also, you can try varying your main focus. Take the view with plenty of sky and then do the opposite. Try it with hardly any sky. Shoot lots and make sure that the pictures are as sharp as you can get them. As for shots of people or portrait photos, have a good look at all the camera settings before you even mention to your friends that you're about to take a photo. For example, if you need it, is the flash on? If you spend a lot of time messing around with the settings, you'll end up with a picture of someone looking fed up. With children, you've really got to avoid getting them to pose at all. In fact, you'll get the best shots if they're completely unaware. Also, to avoid distortion, you've got to get down to their level. Sit or kneel so that you're the same height as they are. And remember, it doesn't matter whether everything else is in focus as long as the subject's eyes are sharp. So start focusing on the eyes and everything else should be okay.
That's the end of Part 2.